Here to collect on something, pal? Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Estrid's accretion proposal, eh?
We are looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get... You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Jump. Failed?
Faye is dead.
Starfield. I like Starfield a lot. I like it as a game of success.
Best of them all.
Sad there's
One's left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Wait, before you go.
And they're also not trusting us. They want to, I feel like there's a big, like, spoon-fed, and here's everything, and here's this information, and you don't get this stuff, and you don't get to learn the story, and that.
Take this.
Feel natural. It's just kind of,
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the
About
All-Father's
certain
given
things,
name,
but I feel like
and
across all of
yeah.
you right now.
For fucking up my desk!
A fine?
It's being spoon-fed. I feel like nothing lets you
Pay it
make
at your
something
leisure,
in and
okay?
feel how you
Get out of my office.
Hey there.
So what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
You said her name was Diener? Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
That head better not be leaking his decay all over my floor.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, and it talks too. Dina, would you get a load of this? It looks a little familiar too.
I've, just got one of those faces.
Seems to me that's the only thing you've got.
We should go.
feel about it. It's like, this is the thing, and here's the explanation. It's changed it because the character's bad, and this is why they're bad, instead of understanding something and Hey, I've got this. I don't know. I'm feeling that too many things. And, I'm on my third time the last couple of weeks playing the Mass Effect series. You know, I feel like that's the game that lets me just figure it out.
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
Left flank, poison!
Siapa!
Poison from above! Behind you, brother!
Okay. As I was
Security
saying,
guard at my local weed
Sterling wrote down directions.
PlayStation.
The dwarf has given us a map.
And
Sort of.
he's always asking me like,
You smell
"Gee,
him?
where the fuck is
But seems to lead to a
Wolverine?"
mine beyond
And
that
I was
mountain.
like, I don't know that.
Dear.
Yeah, that's what we do, right?
Erlen helped
Like,
us
I know.
anyway.
And I was
Not
like, "But there's a
everyone
lot of other
uses
games." He was
axes
like,
and
I bought
arrows to
PS5
fight.
for Marvel games, Spider-Man and Wolverine. There are people out there who love first party and are just tapped into that. And there's nothing for them. If you're a Naughty Dog fan, you get one game for them. That's what's lacking. You don't get shit. Yeah, you know, I play like in the PS3 era. I get it, they can't make it today, but just because of the Sony business, there's a whole. Because Sony tried the live service thing and it didn't work out, they're backtracking. So we're not getting like making. We should have had at least maybe like 3 or 4 more big first party games in this generation. We didn't have because they're canceling live service. I think that's kind of like this, man. Sony's first party games, there's Sony's first party games in the PS3 era. First party games, you had Killzone games, you had all sorts. They had SOCOM, they weren't the best SOCOM. They had SOCOM, they had so much stuff. Manic games in the PS3 era, and like.
I miss Little Big Planet.
And that's like all gone.
Those are so good.
And that filled a lot of gaps. That like people got passionate about Sony's first party, you know, and PS4 era a little bit. They but that just seems like Sony's stay with the first party situation.
This thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah,
And then, of course,
quite like a
Microsoft,
dwarven
they're
train
down
ride.
now, but it almost feels like, I don't know, this maybe was a bad analogy, like the Yankees. All they did was just body kill the best players, and then they just said, oh, well, that's on everybody. You know what I'm saying? It almost felt like, okay, well, yeah, that's cool that you got all these
We can take that train up the mountain when you're ready, brother.
You know? And now it's going third party, so it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't look like the same vibes as you get like going past. You got Dragon, Lost Odyssey, you got, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of just different types of games that they put out. And it'd be exclusive, so I don't know, maybe it's my thing, but I hope, like, I I said, every now and then you get some good stuff. Jordan said earlier, it struck me because like what we're seeing in terms of like the
Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one
for
said
sure that
it
we're
was
seeing quality
just now.
cost entertainment.
Darling.
Like
He
you
didn't
know,
need to say it.
like look at
It was
fucking
written
New
all
Captain
over his
America.
face.
You know, like it's done
well,
worse than
burned, I should say. Into his
their
head.
worst one. You know,
Burned that into Derlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
are now being
He is a
produced
captain of
by
the
Data.
Aye,
So much
and the
so many
bearer
things
of
are
Gjallarhorn.
by Data.
You believe
Like,
in
oh,
that one.
people like
There are
morally
few
fake
things so
characters who are
dangerous,
hot.
my man, as
So you're
lack
gonna
of
see
doubt.
more of that shit now. You know, you're just gonna see hot characters who are morally gray. Because the Twitter threads say there's a million things about love blood.
Seems like we're here.
Character.
Come on.
We're just gonna fucking remake this character in another form.
This way. I can see another
There's so many
train.
unoriginal
Let's
stories
look for a way to
because
get over
people
there.
Are following trends and data versus people following their heart, I guess, you know? Like creating
No,
something.
maybe
because
finding
they
Tears
thought
our
of
best
something
protection.
and they believed in it.
Seemed like
and then they
Odin
wanted to
really
create
didn't
something
want us to
more,
find
as
it.
opposed to, oh,
Once
people
Tears
will love
free
this
and
shit,
can be
and
God
other
of War
people
again,
that they love this shit before.
Odin won't have time to worry about
definitely
us.
gonna do this
If
shit
that
again,
is
you
his
know?
war to
That's
fight,
what happened with the live
he
service
may
trends,
have
right?
it.
That's the biggest worst example of trend hopping. But then also at like very micro levels in terms of like, oh, this character loves talking about sex because you know, everyone on Twitter is always talking about how horny Baldur's Gate is. Ha ha ha! They fucking love fucking the bear, right? So we should have more of that shit in there, you know? Versus, I don't know, making a character that makes sense in the story.
I
I'm gonna say
think
something.
we need some special equipment to use
What
this.
I'm saying. The age we're right now in an age where there is no art, right? But that's not to say that there isn't art, right? That's two different things. There's great products. There's things with passion and soul put into every genre, every medium that you can pinpoint. But this is great, and this artist had passion. With this,
Whoa,
and this,
is that a
and that's
Trekkie?
great. There
What
is
happened
still
here?
art. There's wisdom
Use
here.
caution.
But
I think it's
what's
dead.
Publicized, what's out there.
Yep,
What's putting
definitely
face to the
dead.
most mainstream things. It's everything is
Hey,
driven.
I wonder if...
Atreus!
No, like this sauce. I just think yeah, it's not happening. Right now, there is a part you said about you think Taco Bell. You know that Taco Bell now has like like a States present on everything. Like it's like 5 hours presentation, longer than fucking paperwork. Look it up. It's now on the stage and like all stadium, and they're like, well, today now it's just fun. And it's just a blah blah blah. You know, but yeah, Taco Bell has its own movie. So that's what we're Taco Bell is not on that it's like people are like video games movies, like why can't we just do like it's an exciting market product. Go check out the Buffalo.
Ready! Together!
Have something that's a hit, and then say, alright, it's going away forever. And then like a year later, alright, the
That one
prize
was
is back,
tough.
right?
They are
Right,
the
that's exactly what it is.
Like, what happened? Look at the McRib. That's the biggest example, guys. The McRib is never happened.
Think that
McDonald's
Trekkie
again.
who killed the first
We're
one
done
we found?
with it. Sorry.
If so,
Goodbye.
it was their aggression that got them both
Guys,
killed.
come on. You know, you're gonna sell it right back to you, and now it's more expensive. Like, it's.
Here's Fortnite Season 1 map again, you know?
You know, it's just a lot. It's anything you look at. It's not even just entertainment. It's in your fast food.
So, I think you guys mentioned live service stuff. One of the last topics we had was about
Down there.
Jim
I
Ryan.
can see a mine.
Shuhei
That has
Yoshida.
to be what Derlin was talking
Shuhei
about.
did a
Tracks
follow-up
up on the
interview,
left
which
there.
is really well
Might be
done.
another train we
by
can take.
Last Stand Media,
Father,
where Colin
what if
got
a
sent
war
down
with Odin isn't just tears to
about 2
fight?
hours, and
What if it's ours, too?
basically did a lot. He didn't
War
have an
is
original question, but he
this
certainly
way.
followed up with some of the stuff that
Oh,
Shuhei
God.
said, because when that got printed,
We're trying to
headlines
stop
and
Ragnarok,
stuff,
to help
it sounded
people.
kind of crazy. Some of the stuff
And
that
what if the
Jim
only way
Ryan-
to do that is
there was
war?
no
Atreus.
there's no good way to read it. It's like I had no choice. It was either this or leave. So it was either
Forge
you made me stuff
ahead.
for PlayStation
Unintended,
or
I
no.
imagine.
This is in 2019.
Y'all, I wasn't joking, making that dude, that ass eat mayonnaise before work and like after work. Look at what he's doing.
Well, he did it to follow up with Colin, and he basically sent the creative position for him to work with indies, but they created the position almost out of necessity. It sounded like one, they wanted to strengthen their indies, and two, they kind of needed a place for Shuhei because Jim Ryan wanted to make his own team. It sounded like he wanted to so polls weren't necessarily in headlines.
That's not Concord with the next great thing.
I will say Shuhei did say that he signed off on the prototype, but that seems to be the last thing he did with it. Hard to say if he would have been like, oh, this is it, put all the money we can into this thing, it's going to be incredible. Because he also was someone who, well, to be fair, he didn't like God of War 3. So, it's hard to say how Concord may have gone after the fact that Shuhei was there to keep an eye on it. Oh, but nonetheless, he did give it the initial sign off of the prototype.
Alright, that's true.
But that, it still does sound crazy though in the headline. I had no choice. Either this or it sounds great. Jim Ryan. People still. Jim Ryan is on a beach somewhere, unaware of any of this happening, and people are still talking about it.
Oh, he's offline. Yeah, he's offline. He's up there. It's fine. I think he's fine. Whatever. I think he's earned that. It's not you. You gotta think about it. But I still don't think this whole live service stuff. I think I don't care. That's not my side. I would have never signed up.
Interesting you mentioned that, OJ. I want to ask you guys this question, okay? Because that was also brought up, the live service stuff. And according to Shuhei, live service was not forced on any of the studios. He believes it was more of a mutual thing. As in, the studios, Sony, almost had that. He really wants to say, they didn't force it on them. I gotta say, though, if where the word goes around at the water cooler or the grapevine, it's like, live service somewhere in there. That's what it seems extra to get you over the line.
That's what it seems like, because for those who don't know, the process of getting your game greenlit can be hell. Like Nintendo, they cost check this thing, they rejected.
The rest keep coming from that pillar. Looks like a nest.
Less work, not as much as you have to take. Maybe not less work, but
Yeah, well, I think if it's just the idea is these Sony studios, they're owned by Sony, but
Looks
they
like we have to get this one back on the track.
and I'm sure a lot of them get turned down. I'm sure, like first four, right? So if you're trying really like this idea, and you're like live service, we'll figure it out later. It's a new live service. It seemed like green lights were all over the place. They had 12 of them in development at one point, according to them. So
Wow,
and
this thing
many
is
of them,
small.
most of them,
Okay,
make it out.
we need to go left.
So, yeah, that's tough. And I mean, on top of that,
Wait,
yeah,
I
you
meant
talk
my
about
left.
the Last of Us Online.
Keep going.
He reinforced the fact that they seemed unaware of how much work it was going to be. To
We're so
keep it going.
close. Just a little to the left.
After it was out, and Bungie told them how much work it was going to be, and that's apparently why they decided to scrap what.
That's
according
way
to
too
Shuhei
far.
Was,
Namir,
a
tell
very
him
fun
left.
game. He said it was great.
Wow, imagine making a fun game and then selling it to people.
We're so close.
I
Just a
thought,
little to
like,
the left.
They really couldn't turn it into a co-op game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
have to have all the division bells, and
Round two.
all the bells. and
Here we
whistles
go.
with that, where you also go outside and there's other people. You couldn't just make it like multiplayer, somewhat local.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about the God of War live service today.
Whenever you're ready.
You know why everyone was shocked at the God of War live service news? You know why I was not surprised? Why the user interface of God of War? Look at how it's designed exactly this. Look at the loot system. Green, purple, yellow, legendaries. Getting different loot. It's exactly like fucking about. Same shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's always to get you upgrading like materials.
Be the live service because there's no.
It's always been a live service.
God damn, everything was live service.
It's kind of crazy to me that like the statement, it's hard work, and we don't do this anymore for the yeah, of course it's hard. It's a different territory, but if it's good, maybe it's worth it. We could have had something that probably about came out to just a bunch of waste of time,
Yeah, but yes, it was.
That's like the hole that we're seeing is a Sony-sized first-party hole in the lineup right now for regular games. Good regular first-party Sony games like that, right? Or like a Killzone 2, stuff that they had on the PS3. That's what we're feeling right now because live service stuff is just. But the one live service game that probably would have done. I mean, they did have Helldivers, but the one big like Sony-owned first-party like IP. Last of Us, that one got canceled. That's the crazy thing. That one probably could have even been not as refined as other live services.
Imagine making imagine making skins based on the actors.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I was thinking, Gene. Is you have that transmedia thing that's the worst at Sega, the corporation. Transmedia stuff, and they could have had, hey, we're gonna have characters like you mentioned from the show up in your game.
Get the paper right. Sell skin in the game. Oh yeah, dude. It really. I feel like, and I'm not going to say I know because any of these companies who businesses might run it better, anyone knows better, he's an armchair person online, it doesn't matter, right? But I feel like a lot of this is so
slam dunk to understand and be in tune with what people are looking for, what people would like, and just making sure that consoles happen. And that's have some fucking video games come out. I feel like we're in a drought. Oh, don't get me started with the whole new Infamous stuff. Infamous 3 game. It's a whole mess. Where it was part of PlayStation 4, it felt like. I saw a poster that had a 3 in lightning bolts that was red and blue, and it was particular. It was going to be a whole big announcement. Gone. Gone.
Can I have a red button for this real quick? You know how a lot of games have a lot of like Marvel ratings, right? Like God of War is trying to be Marvel, obviously Hardcore was trying to be Marvel. I don't understand, and then there's this whole obsession with live service and expanding universes and everything like that, and also having obviously Sony right now is really Sony first party games are really into diversifying segments. A lot of discourse about how every Sony first party game is all women, they're usually people of color, right? Now, I don't understand why Sony didn't see their superhero IP that
The Kraken hatchling gave you a stone.
Kraken. Oh, Diener. Yeah, it's covered in algae. I was thinking we could show it to Brock and Sindri when we got back. Here. Okay, so, we came here looking for Tyr because we don't trust Odin, right? If you think about it, Thor could... Uh-oh. On your left! Hey! Tell me where!
Chase! Look for a break to stop the train! Should be a leader of some sort!
Found it! The brake stopped!
Keep trying, little brother!
Father!
Stop this train!
I think it's about to...
No!
Shit!
Get up!
Father! A troll? I can't believe we... Are you serious? That was crazy. All of it.
You said it, little brother.
Look out! Yappa! Yappa!
On your right! Poison from above!
Yeah!
place is incredible.
Look out! Look out! It's down!
I think I see a passage. If we can get through this ore.
So, quite the mouth you had on the train, lad.
It's just a word. I've heard way worse from
The word does not matter. You lost control.
We were falling through the air. I thought we were gonna die.
Is that what you truly wish your last word to be?
No.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Got look on the ground. Crap. These must lead into the mine. We'll need to get past this cargo. Hey, looks like we stopped the water flow on that trough. That's it. Let's head across. Another Nornir chest.
Aye, but no seals to destroy or bells to ring. These are different.
There's a brazier to the left of the chest. Maybe you can light it?
Good bet there's a couple more near here. Let's find them, yeah?
I might be able to get up there if you help me. Great. I'll head across for a better look. Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If.
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information.
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
Yet you do not say otherwise.
Brothers, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
I might be able to get up there if you help me. Great. I'll head across for a better look. Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If.
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information,
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
yet you do not say otherwise.
Brothers, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
I might be able to get up there if you help me. Great. I'll head across for a better look. Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus,
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information,
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
yet you do not say otherwise.
Brothers, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
You lift on your side, I will lift on mine.
Heavier than I thought. Thanks. Let's keep moving.
Looks like we found Durlin's mine entrance. Got
Something else for you.
Sindri!
What is it?
Since you're currently lacking a light source, sorry, and have no way of seeing exactly what untold horrors lurk in the dark, these will help. Okay, back to your exploring now. Off with you.
Thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait, what do you mean by untold horrors? Look out! Grim perched up high! Knock him down! That was close. I think this is it. This is the mine.
Intriguing. However, we're ill-equipped to do anything with it right now.
Look out! Diapa! Well, looks like the official entrance to the mine is blocked. But there's gotta be another way.
This way.
Nice. Not a dead end. Come on, let's see where this goes. Diapa! You guys are dead?
Behind you, watch out!
Where are they all coming from? I think I can hear the water, too.
Slow down, Atreus. Take care. Be ready.
Jesus. Some cases
So, I think I found where those wretches were coming from.
They will overwhelm you quickly. Stay close.
Is the fact that there are outside of the test or but you think that if he wasn't unfair, but it says he was listening, for example, now, but that's what he did. Or the miracles, he didn't have animals, distance. This problem is usually sorted out. So it's coming. Jesus. It's like you see the picture you that Jesus was just one Data warning that they would
He's dead. That'll take care of the rest of these things. That's all of them. The smell these things leave behind is so gross.
A small consequence for the sake of the whole.
Let's keep moving.
Well, there is actually a third possibility, and that is that Jesus, his family, and his followers were in fact mentioned in other sources, but under different names. In other words, maybe Jesus wasn't Jesus' real name, or at least not his.
Maybe we can ride this boat thing further into the mine.
Or if we instead look for a similar story in other sources rather than for the exact name, maybe we can find him. Well, that's what several amateur sleuths have done. So in the first few episodes of this series, I'll be exploring several of the possibilities they came up with.
I'm going to start with a hypothesis which claims that Jesus was a secret grandson of Herod. Personally, it's not the hypothesis that I think is the most likely to be true, but it's definitely the one that I most want to be true, because it's basically the equivalent of
I'm sorry.
useful charts.
I know you said not to, but I can't stop thinking about this.
It was developed by
We spend all of our time fighting bad stuff. And I don't get why we can't do that alongside Tyr.
We do not know him.
You saw his shine. He's a leader. He stood up to Odin when no one else
before I
would.
jump into it,
If he's
I wanna
done it
make
before,
clear to you
why wouldn't he
that
do
this
it again?
series is going to be
Images
dealing
from
with a
long
lot of
ago do not tell a whole
ideas,
story.
Which is why I specifically asked Ground News to sponsor this video. You see, Ground News is a website
There's a door.
that allows you to
Once we get off this, let's check there for Tyr. He's
from
gotta
a
be close.
variety of angles. For every breaking story, they combine coverage from multiple sources so that you can compare reporting
I
across the political
can't
spectrum
help but feel like you're angry with
For
me or
example,
something.
they recently gathered over
Ever since we got to Svartalfheim, you've been critical of my every move. If you don't think I can lead us, just say so.
It is not your competence that is in question.
Okay, but what does that mean?
Consider your intent.
Focus on the development project whereas the sources on the right focus more on how AI Jesus was able to.
This place is huge.
So obviously,
Must have taken
depending on what
ages to
sources
build.
you read, you can end up having a totally different perspective, which is why Ground News is so, well, useful. They even have
Another door.
charts.
We'll have to check
I
that one
love
too.
how they're having
Your
charts like
instructions
these
do not say
to show
which one.
additional data
Nope,
on
we're on our own
news
here.
source, such as whether they lean to one side politically and
Your question from before,
funding.
about my intent.
It even highlights
I
what
intend
isn't
to help the God of War stop Odin.
on the
And that
blind
means
spot.
freeing him from whatever prison
Thus,
he's in
it
right
can
now.
help you have
Brace yourselves, friends.
conversations with family friends.
And be careful exiting that thing.
So
One
in
foot
all
at a
this
time. There are
constantly
loose,
changing,
rusty nails
Ground News is a
everywhere.
tool that we all
Have you
need.
seen any signs of Tyr?
Check it out
As
now.
if I would navigate this maze of running sewage. No. I'm sure you'll manage that on your own.
I don't know. The water looks pretty clear here.
Keyword
This
plus.
month, and you will save 40% off unlimited access to their Vantage plan. Okay, back to hypothesis number 1. Jesus was a secret grandson of Herod. In order to explain why this hypothesis
Fire's
is
actually a
possibility,
disinfectant,
I
so
first
these are
need to give
very
you some
hygienic.
genealogical information relating to the time period in which Jesus lived. To do this, I'm going to be using my biblical family tree chart, which, like all of our charts, is available from our website, usefulcharts.com. You're probably familiar with the Maccabees, who are the heroes of the Hanukkah story. They led a revolt against the Greeks, who had desecrated the Jewish temple. After their victory, the Maccabees were able to rededicate the temple and set up an independent Jewish kingdom, which historians refer to as the Hasmonean kingdom, Hasmonean being the official family name of the Maccabees. Several generations of Hasmoneans ruled this kingdom, serving as both high priests and monarchs, until the 60s BCE, when there was a civil war between two brothers, Hyrcanus II and Aristobulus II. At this point, the Romans stepped in and helped put an end to the conflict, but in the process, they also took control of Judea and made it a client state of Rome. Initially, they
Want something
allowed
in
the
particular?
Hasmoneans to stay on as monarchs, but when the Hasmonean king Antigonus II freed them, allying
Gonna
instead
keep it
with
spatter-free this time,
Romans
right?
sent a general
Kratos?
named Herod to reconquer Judea, which he did. At this point, Antigonus II was taken to Rome and beheaded by none other than Mark Antony, and in his place, Herod was instead made king of the Jews, becoming known as Herod the Great. Initially, the high priesthood was passed to Antigonus II's nephew, Aristobulus III, but soon
Whatever
thereafter,
you need,
it
I'll
became
create.
his appointed position instead. Thus, the Hasmonean dynasty came to an end. Or did it? Next, I want to introduce you to Herod's family. This chart only shows 3 of his sons, because it is these 3 who are most important to the biblical story. Archelaus, because he became ruler of Judea after his father's death, Antipas, because he became ruler of Galilee, which is where Jesus was from, and Aristobulus IV, because he was the father of the later king, Herod Agrippa. Note that Aristobulus IV was given a Hasmonean name because his mother was a Hasmonean princess.
What can I make
Sister
for you?
of the last Hasmonean Aristobulus III. Finally, take note that between the reigns of Herod Archelaus and Herod Agrippa I, there was a period of about 35 years when there was no Herodian ruler in Judea, and instead the area was ruled directly by Roman governors, such as Pontius Pilate. But here's the thing, Herod actually had several more sons. For example,
take care of your armor, and it'll take care of you.
A beautiful brother named Alexander. The two of them were his second and third sons. And then there was his fourth born, Herod II, who was the son